very nice to see you this morning and indoors for a change. Sarah, let's come to you first. Tell us how you ended up in a caravan on the driveway. There will be plenty of people who laud you for it, but, you know, we've got some questions about it.
Yeah, basically, I live at home with my mum, who was 84-year-old, and I was working at my local hospital, and I was working in a COVID-19 ward, and I knew that to keep my mum safe, that I couldn't live in the house for any longer. So we decided that we had to move out, and unfortunately, it was so quick that we couldn't get a flat, obviously because of getting contracts and stuff, and we had no furniture. So we went to our local caravan sales yard, and we bought a caravan for £600. And I told them we needed it delivered as soon as possible because obviously I need to move out like ASAP really. So they delivered it to us on the Monday at 1 o'clock as the country went into lockdown at 5 o'clock. So myself and Gary went upstairs and got stuff out of our bedroom that we knew that we were going to need in there. And we moved our mattress in there, and then it was all from there really. We just moved in there, and we stayed in there for the whole 9 months.
Gary, did you ever think that you were going to be spending, you know, the best part of 3/4 of a year camped on the driveway outside the house?
Not at all. We thought maybe max 12 weeks, but the days came and went, the weeks came in, the months, the seasons changed, and we were still there. So it was just totally unbelievable.
I mean, Sarah, it's all about Max and Paddy's road to nowhere, the two of you in the caravan on the driveway, plenty of laughs, I'm sure. But practically, from day to day, how was it actually living in a box compared to the house that you had? And did you manage to see your mother?
Yeah, it was really, really tough. I mean, we never slept in a proper bed, or we never sat in a settee at all for 9 months. We basically sat in a deck chair, which was put in the doorway of the caravan. One of us would lie in the bed and we would swap like at night to watch TV. In the winter, it was freezing cold. In the summer, it was absolutely ridiculously hot. And also, the caravan drive was on a slope, so we'd wake up in the morning with our feet up against a TV screen and stuff. It was like really, really tough. And obviously, my workload was like really stressful as well. So it was really, really hard.
Gary, and I say this knowing that my mother might be watching right now, did the thought never cross your mind, given that it is the mother-in-law, that perhaps you'd put her out in the caravan and you two could stay inside? Certainly, that would be my first choice with my mum.
The thought did cross my mind, but I know I would leave to regret it.
Not for very long, clearly. Not for very long. Yeah, silence. That's probably for the best.
No, Mum, it would definitely not be very, very long.
But Sarah, let's focus for a little bit on the reason that you were outside your house for so long, working on the front line of the NHS with an older relative. How has the past 9 months, 12 months been for you heading off to work and working in such conditions?
It's been really, really tough. I'd wake up in the morning, I didn't really sleep, to be honest, but I knew I'd go on shifts the next day. And I'd wake up in the morning, my heart used to like literally pound, and I used to think, what am I going to be going into today? It was like so tough, it was just ridiculous. But I knew I had to do it for Mum, and I would do it all over again if I had to save her.
So how then, for both of you, does it feel to be off the driveway, back indoors, and also, we shouldn't forget, having that close contact with your relatives that I'm sure you've been absolutely crying out for? I haven't seen my mum and dad for 6 months, longer than that now, and I'm telling you, I'm getting pretty desperate myself.
Yeah, I was really, really desperate. I miss Mum so much. We used to she used to stand in the porchway, and we used to throw hearts to her and blow her kisses to the door, and we used to speak to her on the phone all the time. But to actually be back in the house with that is absolutely magical. And we spent Christmas Day with her, which every day in the pandemic, like while I was in the caravan, I used to wake up and I used to think, if I've got to spend Christmas Day in here, I just couldn't have coped. And it was just unbelievably lucky that we managed to spend Christmas Day together. So it was just so hard, though. I missed her so much.
Well, I'm very glad that you got to spend Christmas Day together. Very glad that you're back inside. Very glad, Gary, you didn't answer that question just a couple of minutes ago. Otherwise, you might be back out in that caravan. Guys, it's been lovely to chat to you this morning. And Sarah, well done. And thanks for everything you're doing on the front line. We'll speak again.
Can I say one thing, please? Can I say one thing, please?
Go on.
I just want to say that this virus is really real. it's definitely not a hoax. And I would just like everybody, please, to
Follow the rules.
to follow the rules,
Definitely.
and stay safe.
Do you
And
know
obviously
what?
stay with our NHS.
Guys, listen to these two.
stay
They've got a
NHS.
very good point. Gary, Sarah, great to have you on the programme this morning, and thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Stay safe. Thank you. Bye.
Stay safe, everybody.